Hey guys, welcome back to Resin Bell. Today's video is a Dollar Tree walkthrough with ideas on crafts you can make with the items inside and using resin. At the end of the video, I'm going to be working on a Dollar Tree craft with resin, showing you how to make a cute little stained glass sun catcher. So over here in the glasswares aisle, I found this cute little goldfish bowl or container. Be a great little thing to make a little scene in. And then over in the toy aisle, they have all these really cute little figures that you could use to put inside of anything. But I did find these Finding Nemo. Here's one that's Marlin, and then I also found one that is Nemo, and I thought, how cute would that be to put inside that little goldfish bowl and create a little scene with maybe some sand from the crafts section, and that would be really cute. So over here on their candle aisle, they have all these little trinket trays and stuff, and these would be really cute to pour a little bit of resin inside of, just a thin layer, maybe add some glitter, and then those words and stuff will still show through if you make it translucent. So lots of really cute little ideas. You can just really quickly create something for someone that you care about. So over here in the frame section, these are great for making little trinket trays as well. I have another video that kind of shows using one of those to create a little trinket tray. These are great little frames, and they usually have a lot of different kinds. So over here in the craft section, as usual, they always have all kinds of cool little blingy things, and rub-on transfers work very well with resin, so don't be afraid to try those out with your resin products. And then we also have the stickers and stuff, and you guys know that like little plastic stickers or foil stickers you can use in your resin without having to seal them with glue or anything. The resin won't soak into them. So then we have some more rub-ons and just so many ideas and uses for all of these different products in their craft section. So many stickers, and then obviously the rhinestones are great for decorating your resin projects, and lots of fun things. These little adhesive cork sheets are really great for putting on the back of your coasters. $1 for this whole sheet is a pretty good price. If you looked at cork, you know it's kind of expensive. So these little shells, again, you could put these in with your little ocean resin projects. So these are great little things to have on hand. They have different kinds too. So these I thought were interesting. If you've done any kind of tumblers or anything, you could take something like this and create a cute little pencil cup with your tumbler device, etc. Really great little project there for teachers, mothers, children, whatever. These little glass containers are always great. You can fill them up with different colors of resin and make little potion bottles. You can create little ocean in a bottle kind of things. Lots of fun little ways that you can use these. Sky is the limit, really. Whatever your creative process is, you can think of a use for these. So the chopping mats over in the housewares section, I didn't go over this in my last video, but these are great to put under your resin craft section station. Protect your surface, your work surface. If you do any kind of decorating with like silicone, whatever, these are great little disposable bags you can do that with. So I picked these up at a different Dollar Tree, but I wanted to show them to you because I'm going to be using this in today's project. I'm going to be making a stained glass sun catcher out of this frame. I thought it was super cute, and I'm going to show you how you can alter it so you can use it. Okay, so I'm going to pull off this plastic. Pick this up at Dollar Tree, obviously. So just pull off this plastic and get rid of that. And then this little cardboard coaster they got on here just peels right off. And then you just have to pull this little glue spot off. It takes a little bit of doing. I used some tweezers at first because I have nails. and once I got most of it off with my tweezers, then I just used a craft knife very gently and carefully to get off the rest of the glue from that spot in the front. Okay, so once you get all the glue off of the front, it's just got this tiny little indentation, which is not a big deal. And we're going to carry on. So on the back, there's 3 screws. I just pulled those screws off, unscrewed them, and pulled the back off. Now we've got these nice flat little sections around each portion, each section, I'm just going to take some packing tape and kind of stick it down and rub on it to make sure it's stuck down really good. And I'm going to overlap the packing tape, go over each one of those lines to make sure it's stuck down good. And cover over all of them. So now I'm ready for a little bit of UV resin, and so I'm just putting a tiny little bit and then kind of sliding it around to make sure it's got an even coverage. It's a very thin coat, you don't need a whole lot in there. The idea is to kind of seal it because the packing tape itself is not enough to hold all of your epoxy resin unless you've got some really strong tape. You don't want your resin to be leaking anywhere. So I just went through and added a very thin layer of UV resin across the tape on all of them. Some of the packing tape was a little loose, which caused some rippling effect, which I actually kind of liked because it kind of makes it look more like stained glass, like old glass, honestly. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this a little bit. The idea to put some tape over the back sides of these and then put some UV resin in just to kind of create a little spacer or backing for the epoxy resin. It was a good idea, but the UV resin shrank, which caused a little area at the bottom of each one of the panes to have a gap. And so obviously that's not going to work to keep in any resin. It's just going to flow right through that gap and then slide out the tape. So what I did was, because I already had the UV resin in there, just a very thin coat, I just took some E6000 glue, just some regular old clear flexible E6000 glue, and I went around the insides edges of all of the sections. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see it, you know, kind of pulled up around there, and that's okay. It's clear. You know, you won't be able to see it after you put your resin in there, but it does seal those edges very well. I'm not going to have any areas where the resin's going to seep out, so that is just something you can do to kind of, you know, keep moving forward. If you have a project you're working on and you know, you hit a brick wall, try something else. You know, doesn't mean that that project is completely worthless. Doesn't mean you have to throw it away. Just try something else until you make it work. Obviously that doesn't work for everything, but you know, just keep moving forward. Try something you wouldn't have thought of before. So anyway, we're gonna get on to this. I'm going to mix up some resin, and today I'm using Maker Epoxy by Just Crow from the folks at Total Boat. They sent me a sample, and I am still using that sample, same sample, so it goes a long way. I'm going to mix this up, and I'm going to use some craft acrylic paint to tint my resin. I want it to be kind of semi-clear, kind of translucent, so I'm going to keep it light. You don't want to add a lot of acrylic paint because it does have a lot of water content, and that can cause your resin not to cure. So keep that in mind if you're using acrylic paint to tint your resin. Okay, so it's the next day and all of my resin has cured, and pretty happy with how this turned out. It does have a little bit of that see-through stained glass look down here. I love the little swirls and stuff in it. The two middle colors, I think I added just a little too much acrylic paint, so it's not as see-through. I mean, you can tell it, you know, shadows and stuff, but and then the top is very see-through as well, because I just added a tiny little bit to that one and a tiny little bit to the bottom one. So if you're trying to get a stained glass look, less is more as far as how much acrylic paint you add, but I still love how it turned out. It has a very nice fade all the way down to the dark, from the light to the dark. So I am pretty happy with this. I'm still going to hang it in my window for just a little sun catcher. I'm probably going to decorate it maybe with some flowers, or you know, maybe a photo or something that could be cute. Maybe a photo in the center. That would be really cute. Maybe a little saying across the bottom. You know, so many ideas you could use for this little thing. So if you find any of these, grab them, because they are so much fun and they're so pretty. The shape is gorgeous. Obviously, they're not going to have these at every single Dollar Tree. It's just kind of luck of the draw. But check out their frames. A lot of times they have a lot of different shapes of frames and different things you could use to make some kind of stained glass design. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video gave you guys some ideas on different things, crafts you can make with Dollar Tree items. So I want to thank you all so much for watching and supporting my channel. And if you're looking for any of the products I used while I'm resin crafting, you can find those in the Amazon resin links in the description box below, as well as other discounts from different companies across the web. So thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!